Hello and greetings on April 1st. Probably an April Fool's Day we'll remember for a long time. I know the news from the CDC and other government officials last night was pretty harsh, and that we are in fact looking at more time being sheltering in place, physical distancing, and it's getting hard and wearying. And I also know there's a great deal of concern when we hear the number of possible deaths and illnesses that could happen from this coronavirus. And I just really want us all to be gentle with ourselves and with each other. And to be honest, it's all right to be afraid. It's all right to be anxious. It's all right to say you're lonely or frustrated or angry. Those are all things that are happening, emotions that are going on. And if we don't acknowledge those and pay attention to those, they're likely to come out in ways that would be very unhelpful to us and also to those whom we love. Also, Sunday is Palm Sunday, and we'll be beginning Holy Week, the holiest week for us as Christians. And our inclination, our desire is to be together, celebrating and observing all of those great events of our salvation. But it is not safe for us to gather in large numbers. It is not safe for us to gather in church. I urge you to stay home. Tune in. I know we've got fine examples and fine opportunities for online worship. Tune in, but don't show up. You know, some people think it might be a matter of faith and we're being faithless if we do not trust in God and go to church. But that's not faith. That's tempting God. And when Satan tried to do that to Jesus in the wilderness, Jesus answered, "You shall not tempt the Lord your God. Stay home, be safe, but worship anyways." You know, in these days, it's starting to wear on for all of us. We might be getting a little bit tired, but I do hope and pray that we're noticing where Jesus is showing up. And we're also noticing those ways in which we can stay connected and are even more deeply connected, even when we were with each other every day at the office or school or at the grocery store. I find that I'm less distracted and can spend more time thinking about each of you than I could when I was rushing through my day. And I would also say, dear church, be of good courage. We know that this is a real virus. We know that there are real dangers. We know that there are real tragedies. Continue to pray for our health professionals and all that they do. But throughout this, and particularly in this Holy Week coming up, we cling to and proclaim the hope that we have in Jesus, who himself was isolated, who himself had a struggle for breath on the cross, who died but was raised from the dead, that we have the promise of life again. Be well, dear church.